just documenting the work of the past 2 years or so, or mostly even the last year. The biggest thing has been the CO2 scam that I exposed. I made this picture with the best evidence. I posted it, I think, about 100 times or so. And during those months, my views would usually have 500,000 views, which I think is quite a bit in Holland. So well, people here tend to know each other, and the politicians and the media. So I think it is quite a bit of work that I did. And this picture was posted over 100 times, I think, or even maybe 50. But I felt like during the year posting it maybe some months, 10 times a month or so for a couple of months. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I worded this precisely correctly, but I did post it over 50 times, and maybe 100, but maybe 100 is stretching it. So yeah, this just shows that the climate deaths, they just, they decrease so much because of the increase in wealth and infrastructure and such. Then there was a really big study from the Lancet that shows that cold still kills 9 times more people than heat, which is very funny. Basically, the sea levels, wherever you look, they don't really rise. They were already rising, and then you had a CO2 increase, and it just remained the same. This I found out myself. I thought it was extraordinarily funny and pretty good evidence that if you take the parts per million that they sometimes talk about and you reduce it to a scale of 10,000, you go from 3 to 4 dots on 10,000. And this knowledge, these days, it's a little bit more or less taboo. But before a year, people couldn't speak about this at all. You would just be called a nut if you didn't believe in climate change. You couldn't even bring it up. Nowadays, people are so sick of it. These are the global disasters from our world, and data shows that there were way more heat deaths and droughts and floods in the past. So the media just blows up one specific thing they can find. You have NASA, planet becoming 5% greener, and even if all this really mattered, it obviously clearly doesn't. It shows that China is just outperforming anyone in terms of CO2 use. So that's something. Then I had like a debate with Destiny. So I'm just like documenting what happened on Twitter, because honestly my Twitter account may get removed at some point. I don't think it will happen, but I've had some pretty nasty, how do you say it? Deboosting, dethrottling, disclaimers on my comments, that my comment wouldn't display on the response itself, but it would be below, all the way at the end, and then under 2 disclaimers you'd have to press show more, and then this post may contain sensitive content. So these people were all very, very influential as well, but I felt like I felt like I've been one of the most influential people to push this, because I spammed this everywhere, in every news article I could find, and every lying politician I could find. So, and then this debate was very funny. And then the nitrogen crisis, this is really something that the people of Forum for Democracy did. They did that very well. She wrote a very good book with him about it. Also, this guy did a lot. And I didn't really do much on that. I did spread also a similar picture to this, but it was just one graph that showed that the nature in Holland was just completely stable, which is what all the data shows. But somehow these lying, crooked politicians with their bought media, they can make it seem, they can just fabricate crisis. But this was watched 160,000 times. And basically it shows that there was a helicopter. She was one of these farmers that had to stop because of the cow poop nitrogen bullshit. It just sort of harassed her. It was crazy. A lot of people tagged the military. They just harassed the cows. A lot of people tagged the military. This graph is basically shows that there's nothing wrong. And yeah. And then people tagged the military. Well, didn't really do so here. There were a lot of comments. But there was also even one more comment that showed that they did it another time as well. It was related to this. Their video is in here somewhere, but I can't really find it. Yeah, I can't find it. It's just, it's not that important. Well, it's good to document, but maybe I'll put it somewhere else. It's not really something that's very alive. No consequences came from it. Whatever, because the media didn't respond even though it went viral. So the COVID scam, I just started getting into politics. This guy, Willem Engel, he really did most of that work. He did a lot of work, not most, yeah, most of it, and also with Forum for Democracy, and he really pushed out also with the Forum people. So then this is a pretty good picture I made. Maybe it can be screen capped by someone at some point. It just captures all the data very well. I was able to find a lot of these studies also with ChatGPT that was helpful back when it wasn't completely destroyed with wokeism. But yeah, you can pause this and read this through. This data is all true, and it shows a pretty gleam and scary picture regarding the LGBT. Basically, what's being pushed to children, which is the worst part of it all. And then the screenshot didn't came out very well, but basically every country I looked for in the West had a increase of rape with a factor of 2 to 6. In the UK, it was really bad. It was an increase of 6 times more rapes than they used to have in the UK. I posted that a lot also under some UK politicians, I'm not that active in the UK. And then this is pretty shocking as well, honestly. Oh, I put in a wrong picture, but do you agree with this statement? It's okay to be white. And then white people, of course, they're kind of like, yeah, we tend to agree, but even not that, I don't even agree with that it's okay to be white to some degree. Then you have black people. Honestly, it's pretty bleak that most of them, about half of them, agree that it's okay to be white, and the rest just strongly disagree or somewhat disagree or not sure. It's kind of scary in a way. And then also this study shows how people care about race. White people don't care about their race. They see everyone as the same, but other races actually do care about their race. It's pretty shocking. Well, not shocking maybe, but this shows the same thing. And this is not something that I should have put in there, but I misclicked it. So yeah, I once asked a politician about this rape increase, and I got a lot of likes and 50,000 views, but no response. But that's basically the whole story. Is we keep saying this to these politicians, and they just don't respond. They just don't care. Apparently, it's so weird. So the next big topic will be World War II and the Hay Sea. I won't say it on YouTube, but this shows the very sick text they have in the Talmud. It's just disgusting. It's just a very small part of it. These were the only thing that I found with regards to this issue, but it's very bleak. This is most of what I found with killing us, or that we're like animals. But yeah, it's a central text, and it's in there, which explains some of the sick behavior we've seen from these people. So again, just Forum for Democracy is the people that really, really speak about this. And today I was locked out of my account just for saying lost to someone who responded to me. I just said, "You're lost." And they reported me, and somehow I got banned for just saying lost, because that link doesn't refer to anything else. That just shows, that's just a link to the tweet that was removed, which you can't even see, so I don't know why they do it. But it was just lost and got me banned. And that was never supposed to happen. So that's really weird. So yeah, this is where I explained that. And then Twitter is not a place for free speech anymore. And the other places are also not a place for free speech, because they're all owned by the Jays. So we're screwed in that sense. If Twitter gets lost, there's no free speech more on the internet. Yeah, these MPs followed me. I was very honored when they first did so. I hope he still follows me, because I'm kind of a radical against Israel, and he's on that side. She followed me also, but she doesn't anymore, because I posted about Israel, but that's fine. And then Thierry Baudet has absolutely been the core mover of this alt-right, and he's done a terrific job, I think. And I thought he's doing that very well. And then these are just my backups. And yeah, just to document it for myself, I'm a little bit proud of it, I guess. Turn it off. Maybe I should, but I got some followers, not too much. Most people get a lot of followers by following back a lot of people, but I try not to do that too much. So I got 245k this year or this month for being dethrottled and not having Twitter Blue anymore because they raised. I didn't pay, and then I had to pay again. I saw they raised the price quite a bit, so I didn't pay anymore. And also the free speech thing, so I don't want to pay anymore. And somehow the data is gone, but it still shows me how many views I got. 1.1 million, 600, 1.3 million, 1.2 million, or 1.1 million, 1.2 or 1 million. And this is when I really posted a lot. So these past months in the winter. And during this time, didn't post that much, but still got like 140 or so. So yeah, this is what I used to do, and it's quite fun really to talk about these things. Twitter is a very good platform if you want to know more about the world, speak directly to politicians and to media people, and comment on the news stories, and be engaged in the active dialogue. That's when Twitter is really a great place to be. It's a lot of fun. I usually post it under maybe I shouldn't say it, but where is it? This profile picture. Someone may have seen it. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but I thought it was cool to document it for myself. And have a nice day. God bless you.